Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. St George Saints taking on. Oh, we've got more. Keep going. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. St George Saints taking on Sydney FC. Round 3 of NPL New South Wales men's first grade. I'm Tony Solano. Great to have you along from a soggy Illidan Sports Centre in Rockdale. Yep.
Yeah, if we can keep about 1.5 metres, 2 metres, it's not
Okay.
these I don't want them to interfere.
Oh, no problem at all. We'll just get this gentleman to move when he comes back. And we should be okay. Do you think you... Yeah. Do you mind if I just come in here? Yeah. I know he's coming back, yeah. I'll move that. I'll move that under here. Just in case. Thank you. Much better.
Yes, it is just effects, but I'll message you.
Welcome to the Illiton Sports Centre, where the St George Saints return home looking for their first win of the season. They battled Sydney FC, who come to town looking to continue their unbeaten start to the 2024 campaign. I'm Tony Salerno. It's great to have you along on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel for all the action in this high-stakes Round 3 fixture of NPL New South Wales men's football. St George Saints winless in their first 3 games, a loss in round 1, but a gritty 0-0 draw against Blacktown last week, a very solid point. They'll be looking to build off that. Sydney FC, 0-0 draw in round 1 against Northwest Sydney Spirit, but an impressive 2-0 victory over Manly last weekend. Of course, the A-League derby on tonight, starting soon, so this task made a lot more difficult. A lot of the youngsters stepping up, those who were there last week. Not a lot of them in action tonight. Not something the Sydney FC Academy is too foreign of. St George Saints, settled lineup. Still looking to record their first goal. As the teams go through their final paces. Referee tonight, Jack Coutinho. His assistants, Matt Harris and Jackson Tippett. Jackson Mackey is the 4th official. It with the young Sky Blues to kick us off and get us underway in this one. Very exciting fixture incoming. Bailey Callahan, his foot over the ball, awaiting the referee's whistle. There it is, we are underway. Sydney FC looking to continue their great start this season. Pressing early. Callahan up the line. Taken safely. Spang drops it into midfield. Here he is again. Nice interchange of passing by St George to start this one. That ball a bit heavy and will go behind. Their first goal kick of the game. Sydney FC using youngster Sandy Zararindos in goals. No Adam Pavlicic. Here he is, the youngster. Karlusic, the captain, back there in defence. He'll be important tonight. Part of the NPL men's team of the week in round 1. Go right back to the goalkeeper, Axford. He's been good in their first 2 games. Recording his first clean sheet in first grade last week, Axford. Be looking to build on that. Opening minutes in this one. NPL New South Wales men's round 3. Grozos trying to get in behind. Quick on the counter. Here come the young Sky Blues. France looking to put it into the box. Squares it up. Middleton thought about having a crack. The Sky Blues emerge towards the penalty box. And they'll win the throw. 18-yard box high. Looking to apply the pressure. Of course, earlier, Sydney Olympic, a 6-0 win over Sydney United. That's rattling the cages. Sydney FC will be looking to replicate that. This will be a minor upset given the personnel they're missing. Karlusic in the centre circle. Quintal wins the tackle. Still on the ball. 2 goals last week. Look to be that conduit again. France thinks one over the top. That's catching practice for Axford. Ngomo. France tries to dance around the St. George midfield. De Godoy. St. George defender, the Brazilian, coming over from Green Gully. Spang holding it up. Nice back heel. Opportunity. Just not enough angle on the pass. And Como. Up the line, that's a good ball. France onside, coming towards the box. Great defending by St. George. Would have liked that ball to stay in. That's Rodic at right back for St. George. They do set up quite deep. St. George Saints, they and Hills United, the teams promoted in season 2024. And Gomo again. France been very involved early. Quintal. Long ball forward. They didn't answer the call. Safekeeping. Both teams trying to feel each other out. If it was a boxing match, they'd be throwing jabs, trying to establish position. Be a throw for Sydney FC. Marconi and Northwest Sydney Spirit also kicked off. 6 minutes gone in that game. 6 minutes gone here also, no score. Waiting on Blacktown City and Sutherland to kick off. 4 games kicking off at 7 p.m. It's a feast here on the YouTube channel. France couldn't get enough angle on that diagonal. Calagero wins the header. Spang chasing. Trying to use his body to get the Blues off the ball. Grozos. Looking around for options. Tries to play back. Rodic. Good press from Sydney FC. Forcing the Saints back. They're still looking for their first goal, St. George. Across their 3 games. Over 180 minutes. It'll be sweet when they get it. Their fans will be hoping it's tonight. Ball dropped into midfield by O'Shea. Suras sets off. Wanted the ball back. O'Shea. Nice interchange of passing. Grozos, heavy touch. They win the second ball, St. George. Strike from wide outs. Tapped up and taken safely. Trying to test the young keeper. He was good enough there. Quigley and the League One Men's Player of the Year. Fantastic season last year. Nice tip on. Spang gets goal side of his defender. Jesse Spang. Good block by Galusic. It'll be a corner. The Saints on the attack early. Getting the best look at goal so far. Opening 10 minutes, even Steven. St. George warming into the game. Peter Grozos have the corner flag. Delivers near post, glancing header. Teams arguing last touch. They said it was off St. George. So it'll be a goal kick. Last season, Sydney FC, 14 wins, 4 draws, 12 losses. They finished in 6th position. No finals last year. But we're bringing back the Championship Series in 2024. Just for some perspective, if there was a Championship Series last year, Sydney FC would have qualified. Loose ball. France wins it. Receives it back. Will he pull the trigger, France? Nice footwork. Have to track back off that clearance, Sydney FC. Marin France looking very good to start this game. Sydney FC playing with a back 3. Karlusic in the middle of them. So Tyler Williams and Dylan Rose. Quintal sliding in. Referee happy with that. Nice ball over the top. Grozos just a bit too heavy for him. Zavarindos there to clean up. Switch wide, trying to get it to the right-hand side early. Looking good when they attack that channel. Karlusic over halfway. France looking inside. Nice footwork again. Middleton. Rose sets himself. Couldn't quite find the pass he was looking for, but wins it back. Knocking it around Sydney FC. Taking their time to break down St George Saints defence. They managed to win it, the men in red, but this is pressure on. Axford does well. St George Saints will win the throw. Both teams just trying to win that midfield battle. Axford, how's his distribution? Calogero wins the header. Spain gets in front. Sourias. De Godoy playing in the middle of that back 3. Forcing them right back again. Axford. A little bit too heavy for Grozos. Ball 1 high up the pitch. Sydney FC. One of 4 games live, and of course tomorrow, Women's NPL kicks off tonight. Northern Tigers taking on Northwest Sydney Spirit. Turramurra Reserve. Whole stack of fixtures tomorrow as well. Make sure find that content on the YouTube channel. Sydney FC go forward. Nkomo. His cross was blocked by his opposite number, Calogero. Middleton. Plays wide for France. Heading towards the box. Money in France. Puts it in the middle. Good last-ditch defending from the Saints. They're keeping the young Sky Blues at bay. Some good skill shown by the youngsters as they look for that first goal. Who's going to break the deadlock? "13 minutes gone here at Illiton Sports Centre. No score between the St George Saints and Sydney FC. I'm Tony Salerno. Great to have you along tonight. Exciting football here in Sydney South. A soggy Sydney South. Elsewhere earlier today, not far from here in Belmore, Sydney Olympic 6 defeated Sydney United 58-0. Big results. Still looking for our first goal from our 7 p.m. games. Blacktown City and Sutherland, 8 minutes gone, no score. Likewise, Marconi, Northwest Sydney Spirit. Of course, our feature game here, St George Saints and Sydney FC. The Sky Blues looking to change that. The linesman agreeing with Sydney FC on that occasion for the throw. Kalusic. Tyler Williams. Here they go forward for Quintal. Slides past one, into the box Quintal. Plays in Como. To the back post, they rise. Still with Sydney FC. Heading towards the byline. Cross comes in. Well kept by Axford. Sydney FC starting to get on top. Moving these St George defenders around. And Gomo. Heading forward again. Deflection. Grozos has it at his feet now for St George. And wins the foul. Both teams have been quite clean in that area so far. One of our only fouls so far in the game. Axford. De Goy sends it into the night sky. De Godoy. Ball turned over as quickly as they get it. Here comes Sydney FC in transition. Looking towards the middle. Quintal, one-on-one with De Goy. Quintal again, nice footwork, fires it. Straight at the keeper. Starting to ask a few questions, the young Sky Blues. Numbers game, ball turned over. O'Shea. Grozos. His ball cut out. France. Williams. Kalusic looking up. Nice turn, ball over the top. Safe keeping for Axford. Grozos plays a great ball in. Opportunity here for St George. That's their first goal. It's taken 3 games, but how sweet it is. The Saints ahead, 1-0. Perfect pass by Grozos and finished expertly. Almost 200 minutes since the start of a season. And the first goal, the Saints are ahead. We'll confirm that goal scorer for you. A really nice tight angle. The crowd goes up. Sydney FC looking to reply straight away. Taking his time, Rodic. Clears out of trouble. O'Shea, nice ball for Spang. 1-2. Referee was playing advantage and now blows the free kick. So sometimes that's all it takes to release the shackles. Just on 20 minutes. St. George have the lead. Got a little spring in their step now. Calagero. De Godoy. Long ball. Couldn't find Spang. Williams. And Como. France. He wins a free kick too. Referee Coutinho agrees. Calagero not happy with that call. So that breaks the streak of clean sheets for Sydney FC. Recorded one against Northwest Sydney Spirit. And mainly last week, but they've been breached for the first time in 2024. Quintal finds Nkomo. Slides it back to Quintal. He'll have a shot, drive it low. It's blocked by St. George. Here they come in transition. O'Shea. Nkomo, the left back. Finds Quintal, getting some good space and time. Slides it across goal. Middleton couldn't get there in time. Three big games on Sunday. NPL New South Wales men's round 3. Central Coast versus Hills, 1 p.m. Wollongong taking on St. George City, 3 p.m. Western Sydney Wanderers and Rockdale. That'll be a cracker. That'll be also 3 p.m. And an Apia and Manly to finish the round Sunday at 4:30. Stay on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel all weekend and you'll be just fine. Plenty of great action, men and women. Ball turned over. Spang looking to strike. Tried to play O'Shea, who's playing more of an advanced role than he was previously at the Sharks, the Sutherland Sharks. A couple of seasons ago was captain Patrick O'Shea. But as seasons go on, different players in different colours. Kalusic likes to come forward. It's Lachlan Middleton. His twin brother Jared, also in the academy. Kalusic again. France. First time ball for Nkomo. Middleton. It's a free kick one by Quintal. Only a small frame, but he won't be intimidated by those taller St. George Saints defenders. Thiago Quintal, 2 goals for the season, both last week. One a penalty. One in open play. Going to see if he can notch a free kick to that collection. Three-man wall to contend with. Quintal goes direct. Kept safely by Axford. Straight at the goalkeeper. "25 minutes gone. 1-0. The Saints lead. They've broken the shackles. They've got their first goal of the season. Now they'll be looking to see if they can double that with their first win of the season. Still a long time to go. France winning the ball in midfield. Playing wide, trying to keep it in. Do a good job, Sydney FC. Quintal unmarked. Zavarindos, a young shot stopper. Ball played up the line. France, flag stayed down. Going to try and dance past his defender. Nice ball towards the back post. Still with Sydney FC, but it was a handball. Struck the arm of the attacker. So free kick the way of the St George Saints. St George Saints' first season in NPL men's first grade. Their neighbours, St George City, this is their second season, the top flight. They'll play each other next week. St George FC taking on St George City. That'll be live from Penshurst Park, so not too far from here. Of course, both these teams call this place home. Illidan Sports Centre, home of Rockdale Illidan, Sydney FC, and St George FC, and that's in NPL 1 alone. Spang wins a free kick. Tug of the jersey. It's a nice ball played. Zavarindos showing his skills, jumping over that one, winning himself a goal kick. Sydney FC playing from the back. It's a discipline that the club works on. Of course, they do try and replicate their A-League style, so it's easy for the part of the Sydney FC Academy. De Godoy. Just the one goal splitting both the teams. Williams. Como, the left back. His ball intercepted. Calogero does well. One of their best against Manly last week for the St George Saints. Rodic. What are they working to here, the Saints? Rodic being pressed. He's got to hurry. Galusic done well initially. Rodic, former Bonnering White Eagle, played for Marconi, also Blacktown City FC. Zavarindos comes right out of his box. Digodoy, he's turned that one over. Opportunity here for Sydney FC. How's the cross in the middle? Not their best. Deflection, and it'll be a corner. So the young Sky Blues looking to get back on level pegging. And Como. They've worked well together, or part of the Joey's under-17s Asian Cup squad in 2023. Alongside Pavlicic and Zachary De Jesus, who's not here tonight. Spreading the ground nicely. It's in the FC. Still Sydney FC. They'll win the throw. Goal over at Blacktown City. They lead Sutherland 1-0. Joey Gibbs with the goal on that occasion. Sydney FC. Player slipping over. Oh, nutmeg as well. Well done. Grozos. Looking to tee up Spang. Nice ball into the middle. Both these teams enjoy working in transition. Digodoy. 10 minutes from half time. Goal to nil. Suris. Nice ball played. Space on the left flank. Ball delivered into the middle. Spang trying to control it. Still wins it. That would have been a fantastic goal. Opportunity again. Ball sliding in, did across the line. And it did, according to the referee. So that's 2 goals for the St George Saints. It wasn't pretty, but it was effective. And they double their advantage as we head towards halftime. As they come back to halfway. Sydney FC weren't sure about that one. But they count all the same. So for a team that didn't have any goals in their first 2 games, in their 3rd game they have 2. Flooding the box with numbers. And it's paying dividends for St George City. St George Saints, I'm sorry. St George City in action tomorrow. Saurus. Grozos, he's been good. Calagero. First time pass. Here comes Spang. Edge of the box. Ball curled in. Taken safely. Zafarindos. These young Sky Blues, how are they going to handle this adversity? Brezet slipping over. Was very good in their win against Manly last weekend. Jacob Brezet. Plenty of potential, these young Sky Blues. Calagero turns that one over, so it'll be a throw. Grozos beaten. Rose. Using the width of the pitch. Looking inside Sydney FC. O'Shea taking his time. That ball turned over. It's going to come down to who wins that second ball in midfield. That ball holding in the breeze. Ball flicked on. Grozos not chasing. Godoy got a good piece of it, the defender. Sitting with 5 at the back. The St George Saints. Letting the young Sky Blues come to them and break them down. Here they go. Tried to shoot from range. Deflected, so Axford coming out. Just to avoid conceding a corner. Grozos wins the header. Spang. Nice turn from Soris. O'Shea. St George Saints. Calogero wants to switch. Spang turns it over. Your throw for Sydney FC. Just shy of halfway. A goal over at Marconi. Around the grounds, 39 minutes gone. Their first goal. Now Blacktown, 2-0 lead over Sutherland. That same score here at the Eildon Sports Centre. St George Saints, 2-0 over Sydney FC. Crosshorse wanted to get in front. St George Saints sat very deep against Blacktown as well. Led to their first. Karlusic thought about going up the line for Brissett. Rose. Plays wide. Wanted to go along the carpet, Sydney FC. Spang, was that a push in the back? Referee happy with the contact. That was a push in the back. Up game. Means that St George can escape and get out of trouble. Free kick won by the Saints. 4 minutes of normal time remaining in the first half. Welcome back for the second half here at Illidan Sports Centre. At the break, St George Saints 2 leads Sydney FC 0. I'm Tony Salerno. It's going to bring in Frawling next 45 minutes. Can the young Sky Blues come back? Or will St George march on to their first win of the season? Round 3, already plenty of goals around the grounds. Big 6-0 results. Sydney Olympic over Sydney United. Here we go. Second stanza is a go. St George in 14th, taking on Sydney FC, currently in 3rd. 2 positive results from Sydney FC, and straight away here they come. Brissett on this right wing, cutting inside. Brissett, nice neat pass. Quintal blocked right at the end. So young Sky Blues making their intentions clear. Really good test for the youngsters. Having a team sit right back and having to break them down. Never an easy task, especially when you have to score at least 2 goals, which is the assignment for them now. Peeling off nicely. Quintal will chase to the end, but offside. Ball trapped in midfield. Brissett again. At the byline. Cutting inside. That's a free kick. Troy Danaskos, the captain. Narrowly avoiding a yellow card with that challenge. Troy Danaskos, been at this club for 6 seasons. 80-plus games for the club. His dad, Tony Danaskos, played for St George. He's got good pedigree. Does Danaskos. Opening minutes of the second half, Sydney FC applying all the pressure. Two-men wall to contend with. Oh, false start, says a referee. They'll go again. Ball whipped in, curling to the back post. Good punch over from Axford. They'll go again, Sydney FC. Tiago Quintal getting good purchase onto dead balls. Sydney FC have scored 2 goals in this competition this season, both off the boot of Tiago Quintal. Sure, Coach Van Wieren and the team like to see more contributors. Header away by O'Shea. Brought down by Callahan. Heading towards the box, getting in a dangerous position. O'Shea, expert defending. Another corner for Sydney FC. That's 2 in a row. Noah Mavey, one of the substitutes at halftime, on the field as well. France at the byline, looking to cut inside. France. Brissett. He goes towards a corner flag, looking to open something up. Williams. Spang keeps it in the air. Almost a body clash from the Saints. Brissett up the line. Quintal so smooth on the ball. Spang. Nudge in the back. Middleton gives away the free kick. Axford sends everybody forward. The goalkeeper decides he's going to take the free kick. Long and strong. O'Shea gets in behind. They keep it in. Mathy. Quintal used his body okay. That's been turned over in an innocuous position. Now win the free kick too. Tyler Williams, the offender on that occasion. This one just outside the 18-yard box. They put up a four-man wall this time, the young Sky Blues. Quintal moving to the touchline. The wall instructed to head back. Really good opportunity here for St. George. First attempt blocked. Peter Grozos couldn't keep that one in. It'll be a throw for Sydney FC. Quintal. A Westfield Sports High School student. Awaiting the sideline, so they're playing with one less at the moment. Still heading forward. And Como making a run, wanted to be an option. So to come back to the right, man on. Did well there, nice touch from Nkomo. It's more promising from Sydney FC. Tried to pick up the top right corner, but always rising. Around the grounds, Blacktown City 3-0 over Sutherland. Marconi 1-0 over Northwest Sydney Spirit. Saurus. His ball turned over. De Godoy. Calagero. Trying to put these young Sky Blues under pressure. Of course, 2-0 here, 54 minutes gone. St. George Saints over Sydney FC. Of course, more fixtures tomorrow. Central Coast Mariners versus Hills United. It's at 1 p.m. Wollongong and St. George City. Western Sydney Wanderers taking on Rockdale at 3 p.m. And then 4:30, Apia and Manly. Mathy playing wide. And Como. Cross towards the back post. Trying to get up there, France. Opportunity beckoning for Sydney FC. And Como. That one's catching practice for Axford. Both goals scored down that side of the field in the first half. De Godoy. Grozos running up and down. And from sideline to sideline. Very energetic. Rose. His pass deflected. Middleton. Williams. Plays wide to France. Maythe's overlapping. France shaped across. Loves time on the ball. Marin France. Very talented, as are a number of these academy boys. Cutting inside. And Como putting it into a dangerous spot. Saints clear the danger. 18-yard box high, coming with the throw. Tried to keep that one in, but couldn't do so. Next week, St George FC will take on Rockdale. That'll be right here at the Illidan Sports Centre. Sydney FC travel to Landon Stadium. They'll take on Hills United, another newly promoted club. So this is the first of the promoted clubs that they will play. The Hills next week. Middleton, nice switch. Wasn't deep enough for Nkomo. Suris. One touch, O'Shea releases Suris again. Has Danaskos coming. Couldn't get past Maythe's challenge. Sito. Rodic. Neat pass. Nice turn from Spang. Crowd getting excited. Nice interchange of passing. Starting to show some of that League One form from last season. Of course, different league and they're adjusting, according to Coach Talchevsky. Scored 67 goals in League One last season. Starting to show a bit more of that attacking flair. O'Shea. Suris. Yellow card. Quilligan in the 8, O'Shea in the 6. Be Quilligan's turn to oppose that three-man wall. Play short, Danaskos towards the back post. Late to the party, De Godoy. Substitution for the Saints. It will be Quilligan coming off for Harry Jones. Gyros coming on for Harry Callahan. Williams, Rose, he's straight on and he's quick. Trying to rush Axford. Trying to turn it up a notch. Sydney FC as we approach the hour mark. Just on it now, 2-0. It's a dangerous lead, of course. Sydney FC, they feel like if they could get one, maybe they could get a second. Maybe. France heading inside. Couldn't quite find Nkomo. Kalusic well controlled. Sydney FC turning up the dial. St George Saints look well organised at the back. Opportunity for Quintal. Dancing with the ball. Ball squared up. Couldn't put it into the back of the net. Another opportunity for the Sky Blues. Curls one towards the back post. Header wide, sliding the ball away, but the danger's not averted. France, wave after wave of attack. Hooking the cross. Tiptoeing along the byline. Eventually the numbers game. Shawsey wins out. Williams. Mathy. That cross blocked by Souris. St George Saints working hard. Rose keeps his feet but wins a free kick anyway. So Sydney FC enjoying a good couple of minutes in attack. Need the goals to show for it though. Plenty of chatter from the chasers. Quintal to step up. To bend one towards the chasing pack. Here it comes. Header from Nkomo. It's not on target. Referee saying the last touch off St George. Another corner. Sydney FC had 21 shots against Northwest Sydney Spirit. In round one, they couldn't crack them. Quite a few corners in this game. Still looking for their first. Quintal. That ball cleared away by Cito. Williams. Middleton. Now Mathy. Rose looks forward for Quintal. Finds Rose again. Tries to slide it past the keeper. Well, he's just been introduced and he almost had an immediate impact. So Jai Rose, a firecracker. Almost half the advantage. Danaskos. Inviting ball. Trying to get goal side. Grozos. Still hustling. Holding it up. Jones, the new man. Advantage being played. And that's a tug of the jersey, so that'll be a free kick. Calagero. They're lucky to get away with that first one. The advantage was played and then the free kick given away. Scores around the grounds remain the same. Cito being pressed by France. Out comes Rose to put pressure on. Spang off the chest. Scored the goal to win St George Saints promotion. Jesse Spang. That thrilling two-leg tie between Mount Druitt. So Mount Druitt playing League One this season. The Saints surge again. Grozos. Fires from distance. Almost caught out the goalkeeper. Zavarindos did well. Now that's a warning shot. Long ball looking for France. Cito doing his best to shield. So in a free kick already. Axford had to whip his boot into there. Danaskos. Spang knew what he wanted to do. Throw for Sydney FC. Quintal tried to turn. Danaskos beaten by Rose. Galusic. If it wasn't for some youngsters coming into the A-League defence, Galusic would be right there. Of course, Hayden Matthews, most recent graduate into that defensive line for the A-League team. Maybe. Middleton hasn't stopped trying. Quintal, he's been dispossessed. Spang making a run, but he was offside. Now St George readying themselves for two new substitutions. At the next stoppage, Nicolas Kataric and Justin Poon. Williams. Nice switch. Well weighted. Controlled nicely. And Como. And a free kick spotted. A lot of commotion. And here come those substitutions. St George Saints starting to think of time now. They have a 2-goal advantage. Just over 20 minutes remaining. Good shift put in by Jesse Spang. Nicolas Katanic will relieve him. Peter Grozos coming off as well for Justin Bourne. Both players making way. Good crowding tonight. Supporting the home side, who tonight is St George FC. Could they be closing in on their first win of the season since promotion? Always remember your first. Could it be tonight? They can get one more. That'll be enough. They're already in a great position. But if Sydney FC can jag one, who knows? Danaskos floating a ball over the top. Zavarindos, good in goals. Gomo. Williams. Maybe. Middleton. Brissett. Rose, nice footwork. France. Curls one into the box. Not cleaned up convincingly. And Como has an opportunity. He's shot blocked. Now in transition, Soris. St. George Saints so good at absorbing the attack that comes their way. France. Now Quintal. He loves this angle. Pushed away. Maybe. France, as he's done all night, heading to the byline. Cuts it inside. Skataric. Against Williams. Would be a St. George throw. $18 minutes to play. Jones, the former Harcoa player. Strong challenge. And Como down that left flank, the left back. Ball played forward, just a little too heavy. Axford taking his time. Just on half-time in the A-League, the Sydney Derby. Sydney FC 2-0 over the Western Sydney Wanderers. Ryan Grant and Fabio Gomez, the goal scorers. But here comes Troy Danaskos for St. George. Jones. Soares onside, plays it square. Can't find the man in the middle. Playing on. Jones. Whips it into the middle. Negotiated nicely. Now Jai Rose. Counter-attack coming for Sydney FC. Free kick, Jai Rose. The offender on that occasion. More substitutions incoming. Brissett makes way. As does Dylan Rose. Godoy. Long ball forward. Over the head of Mathy. Now Danaskos. Veteran against the youngster. Throw one by St. George. Sydney FC youth. The under 21s. Handball, according to the referee. Skataric, nice turn. Heading towards the box. That's a free kick, and it could be a card. It is. Tyler Williams, it looked like from here. One more goal here from St. George Saints. Could just about put Sydney FC out of business. Nicolas Kataric, the former Mount Druitt Town Ranger. Mount Druitt went down last year, so signed up for St. George. The new recruit getting gift wrap. All 3 points for his new club. Skataric steps up. Tries to find the top corner, hits the crossbar. And then the amazing volley, second time around. Can't quite get into the back of the nets. Middleton. Foul pushing the back. Still time for Sydney FC. "13 minutes remaining, which is plenty of time in a game like this. And Gomo has troops waiting in the middle. Skataric in two minds, whether to hold it up. Decided to play his winger wide. Zavarindos out of his box for now. Rose switches nicely. Sydney FC streaming forward. The Sky Blue zigging and zagging. Cuts it into the middle. Good defending by the Saints. Man on. St. George appealing for a penalty. Towards the box, the shot, deflection, and in! So they've jagged one back, Sydney FC. Luck favours the Brave. They've been streaming forward for the last 5 minutes in search of a goal. It's not the way they predicted. But they've got one back. St. George Saints, 2-1 over Sydney FC. This game still well and truly on. So 11 minutes remaining. Nice touch from Skataric. Forcing Williams all the way back. Heavy touch from the goalkeeper. Poon couldn't get his shot on target. Otherwise, Sydney FC would have been in trouble. They do win a corner, though. This is where you look at both teams. Sydney FC able to get 2 results out of their first 2 games. St. George Saints unable to do that. So, does that mean Sydney FC can take something from this game? Cross comes in. St George rise highest. How didn't that go in the back of the net? That would have been game, set, match. Rose. Here they go again, the young Sky Blues. Heading forward. Looking into the middle, seeing who they can find. St George keep them at bay for now. And Gomo. Skataric. Jones almost dispossessed. Danaskos. Opens it up for Suris. Waiting for Danaskos to arrive. Doesn't need to. Crosses the ball in. Hit a defender and almost ended up in the back of the net. Advantage played. Here comes Sydney FC again. The youngsters floating forward. Look at the move. The crowd willing St George on. Quintal down that touchline. Another substitution coming on for Sydney FC. And Como coming off. You know, Sydney FC will be throwing everything at this one, trying to keep their unbeaten record alive to start the season. Held up by Skataric this time. Suris whizzing up and down the field. Be a corner. St George win it. They know they need that one more goal maybe, just to put some breathing space between them and Sydney FC. I'm Tony Salerno, hope you're enjoying our coverage on Football New South Wales YouTube channel. St George Saints trying to cap their first win of the season. They lead 2-1 as we approach the end of the game. Cross to the back post, floats in the breeze. Cito is being pressed. Have a look at this press to get it back into the attacking half real quickly. Williams looking up. Heading towards the box. Headed away by O'Shea. Back in danger again. Quintal, nice turn! Fires it. And Axford keeps it away. Geez, he's going to really earn this clean sheet if he gets it. Well, they've lost it anyway because they're down. They're up 2-1. But they know how valuable this 3 points is. St George City and Northwest Sydney Spirit did a great job last year, finishing in the top half, both of them, in their first season. That's a tough feat to stay in this league, and St George really want to make sure they stay here. So 3 points this season is valuable for the men in the red and the whites. De Godoy launches that out of the field. Mathy. Five minutes of normal time remaining. Sydney FC taking Jagger points through gyros. It'll feel like a win. Shaped across. Mathy bends it towards the back post. Headed away. Cleared to safety. Skataric chasing that one. The keeper comes right out. That wasn't his best effort tonight. Survives by the barest of margins. Back up that right-hand channel. Free kick and kicked away. Skataric is going to be booked. Yellow card issued. Now we're getting to the part of the game where cramp becomes more prevalent amongst some players. St. George trying to hold on. Mitch Heapy ready to come on. A defender. Soros off. Quintal sends it wide, header back into the middle. The young Sky Blues. Here they go again. Towards the back post. Trying to keep it into the byline but can't do it. Axford taking his time. St. George getting closer and closer to what could be their first win of the season. 1-1, 89th minute between Marconi and Northwest Sydney Spirit. Blacktown City 3-1 over Sutherland. Sydney Olympic, a big 6-0 victory over Sydney United 58. But here, 2-1, 87th minutes. De Godoy. Headers in midfield. Who's going to win that second ball? Sydney FC, who venture forward. St. George Saints on the back foot again. Cross whipped in. Deflected and behind, so it'll be a corner. St. George have led all night. They led 2-0. We're just under 15 minutes to go. Sydney FC got one back. Can they get a second? Here it is, into the mixer. The shot couldn't be on target. Otherwise, that could have been the equaliser. One minute of normal time remaining. We're getting into stoppage time territory. Awaiting the fourth official to see how much time that will be. Axford goes long. Jones trying to look towards a corner flag. Sydney FC have it, so they will go. Middleton launches it long. Axford letting it go as far as he can. Eventually picks it up. The goalkeeper. Take his time with it. Soak up all available seconds. Up goes Quintal. He's sent back. Rose. Middleton. Mathy, they need to get up the ground, and they need to do it quickly. Karlusic. Williams. They're resisting the long ball forward. Intercepted by St. George. Danaskos. Skataric. Offside. A lot of instructions being barked out there. They've got to keep their composure. 5 minutes of injury time. That's plenty of time. So 5 minutes. Zavarindos has come out quite a bit tonight. Very confident. Launching that one onto the roof. Out of the car park. That's how badly they want this. Sydney FC undefeated. St. George yet to win. Can they flip both scripts? Heading towards the touchline. We play on. Rose. Inviting ball into the box. Danaskos. Heading it. And now quickly the corner. They've looked threatening all night. Haven't scored from a corner though. Could this be the moment for Sydney FC? Everybody up there by the goalkeeper. Ball comes in. Headed towards the crossbar. Pushed away. Danger not averted. Cleared away eventually from St. George. Williams has to get it back in there. There it goes. Skataric sends it away. Danaskos coming out to pressure the goalkeeper. That's a key free kick for Harry Jones and St. George Saints. Godoy looking for Skataric. Middleton. Rose. Getting beyond his man. Here they launch forward. Sydney FC looking for a result. Rodic. They win the throw. Deep into injury time. Still 2-1, St. George. Skataric has been good since he's come on. Really big body to hold up the ball. Be a throw for St. George. Long throw from Calagero. Middleton. Up the field they come. Quintal. Strong challenge. Referee happy with the contact. They've been so good in defence tonight, St. George. Williams. Sydney FC heading towards the box. Trying to slide one past the defender, but it was touched by St. George. So it'll be a corner. You sense there's not too many opportunities left. Sydney FC want a point. They need it now. Quintal at the corner flag. Ready to bend one in. Towards the back post. Hangs it up. Back towards the middle, but cleared away nicely. Referee's final whistle, they've done it. St George Saints win their first game of the season. A 2-1 victory over Sydney FC. 3 games into the season, they set it up with 2 goals in the first half. Sydney FC kept coming with a flurry, but they did well to hold on. Their defence key, and what I'm sure the coach will pat them on the back for. 2-1 victory. St George have their first win in the top flight. That'll give them a lot of confidence as they start this journey in NPL New South Wales men's. A big victory for the home side. Give them good confidence going into their game against Rockdale next weekend. Sydney FC will be back on the road against Hills United. Recapping those results from tonight: Sydney Olympics 6-0 over Sydney Olympics 6-0 over Sydney United. Blacktown 3-2 over Sutherland. Marconi 2-1. And here at the Illiton Sports Centre, St George Saints 2 have defeated Sydney FC 1. I'm Tony Solano. I hope you've enjoyed our company here on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. Make sure you turn up tomorrow again. More NPL men's and NPL women's action. For everybody here at Football New South Wales, it's bye for now.